Hey, it's Valerie Brown, and I wanted to talk to you today about something unique happening in the Las Vegas market. So I get a lot of questions asking, hey, Valerie, how's the market? And I always have to kind of explain the nuances because there's so much going on. It's not a hot market. It's not a cold market. It's something called a frozen market. And you may have heard that term recently, but it really is in all essence frozen. Whereas a hot market, you have buyers and sellers actively engaging. Homes aren't staying on the market long. There's multiple offers on one property. Sometimes buyers are paying over appraised value, and buyers are really competing against each other to write the best offer for the seller, and the seller is really making out on that. In a cold market, in contrast, there's lots of homes on the market and there's not really any buyer demand. Buyers have no interest in purchasing. If it makes sense, maybe, but it really has to be a good deal. Buyers are asking for closing costs. Buyers are asking for lower prices. They're really driving the market and they really have more control over what's happening. Now, in a frozen market, we have a little dynamic of both. The sellers still feel well in control and the buyers feel in control and nobody is able to move. So right now, what we have headwinds against us are obviously high mortgage interest rates. So buyers looking at, say, a $400,000 home, putting 10% down, that's $40,000. They have closing costs of somewhere between 2 and 4%. So we'll just end at 3. That's $12,000. So they're $52,000 trying to go in to buy a home with just 10% down and paying their own closing costs. They have a mortgage rate of, we'll say, 7%. And that puts their mortgage well around $3,000. The median household income in Las Vegas is only around $61,000. So when you're talking about $3,000 or more going just to the mortgage, that can be half of their income going only to their household expenses, which is quite a bit when it comes to affordability, at least here in Las Vegas, compared to the median income, compared to the median home price. So we're facing challenges with affordability and income here. And then we're also facing challenges because sellers have all-time low historic interest rates, 2.5%. 3 is even high for most people. So sellers are okay really holding on to their home if it doesn't sell for the price that they're looking. So maybe the seller has listed the home a little high. We are near historic home price highs. So like our median home value right now as of December of 2024 was $479,000. So that's just our median home price. And sellers are fine if it doesn't sell because they still have that 2% interest rate to hold on to. So ultimately, they don't get what they want. They're not necessarily going to be in a hard place. Now, sometimes there are situations where they have to sell because of job relocation or certain circumstances, and it does make it a little bit hard. But those are few and far between versus the sellers who are willing to just stay in their home and maybe renovate or do something else to make it more for them. And buyers are really kind of stuck because they have to come up with the high home prices. They have to be able to afford that. They have the interest rates. They have the down payment. They have the closing costs. And we're still fighting inflation and we still have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of uncertainty with a change in leadership. So right now, it's really a frozen market. Neither side is wanting to give control up. And so as it stands right now, until we see things thaw out and we get a more solid direction, we're sort of sitting in this lull of a frozen market. Yes, some homes are moving, but they are strategically priced. They are offering closing costs and they are being competitive. Not everyone is offering the same thing. And that's why you're seeing sometimes home prices sit for a long time and the prices are kind of all over the place because sellers are still feeling like they can choose their home value based on their investment, their emotional investment, their physical investment, and their low interest rate. So we're in a frozen market and we won't stay there forever. It will change. It's just trying to keep our eyes on the road and see when that's on the horizon. Thanks.